Hello, I am here. Okay, looks good. Let's get into the game. So, we did some things. We did quite a few things off stream. Our power level is now ludicrous. Ludicrous. Yeah, but don't pay attention to Yufa, she's new, and on that token I should probably go ahead and unlock everything she has. So anyway, I went back, I grinded the fuck out of it. The experience has been broken.
I see. Fascinating.
Isn't there a quick study button I can use for this? Like there's a quick unlock for inheritable skills, because I noticed that there is a quick inherit for skills. And it's X. I don't know why I was doing it the other way.
Okay, the sprinkler blowout guy's coming.
I see. Fascinating. I'm counting on you.
Mm-hmm. Come on now. Stop it. I'm trying to cheese here. Trying to be cheesed. Suitably.
Oh.
It seems I've grown.
Yeah, I did. No, it doesn't.
Fascinating.
Just bullshit
I'm counting.
that there isn't a frickin' faster way to frickin' unlock all the archetypes for
I feel new power surging within
anybody new.
I see. Fascinating. I'm
Have to go through the dialogues. So yeah,
I've acquired a new ability.
I have more Mog than I could ever need. So I'm using it.
I see. Fascinating. This. I'm counting on you.
Dude.
I feel new power surging within me.
Food is good.
Fascinating. This right here. All right. I'm counting.
I'm gonna have to turn auto off for actual dialogue.
I've acquired a new ability.
I see. Fascinating.
But for now, this should help with a couple things.
I'm counting on you.
Come on now.
I feel new power surging within me.
I see. Fascinating. I'm counting.
new ability.
Cheese is good.
I see. Fascinating.
I must.
Hmm.
It seems I've grown.
I see. All right.
Done.
I feel new power
Nope.
surging within
Now we get to get all the inheritance. Which isn't a problem. Okay. Not bad. Gold attack is almighty, so we like almighty. I have cheese. Hold on. On that note, we can power level the fuck out of her things to some degree. However, there is a cap to how many leaves of light you can carry. And the rest will just get deleted. So I'm not really a fan. I'd rather the stacks be nearly 1,000 instead of only 100. But this is what you get when you grind.
I've acquired a new ability.
Limited boost to growth.
It seems I've grown. I've acquired a new ability. I feel new power surging within me. I've acquired a new ability. It seems I've grown. I feel new power surging within me. I've acquired a new ability. It seems I've grown.
Really? Faker is counted as adept or advanced
I've acquired a new ability.
with the advanced leveling rate. That's fucked up.
It seems I've grown. I've acquired a new ability. I feel new power surging within me.
Okay, let's work on mage for her,
New ability.
because that's kind of the ticket.
I feel new power surging within me. It seems I've grown.
Okay, and then we can go ahead and grab this one.
This right. All right.
Unlocking this stuff took considerable amounts of time, obviously. But I like the game, so
I've acquired a new
why
ability.
not break it? Uh,
I feel new power surging within me. It seems I've grown. I've acquired a new ability.
Apple. Food good. Food quite good. So anyway, I finished the Dragon God Temple this morning for this timeline.
I feel new power surging within me. It seems I've grown. I've acquired a new ability.
Just getting everything up to 20, you know. What do you need for your thing, Magic Seeker? Okay, fine, we can do that. After a little while. That said, do want some of this stuff. Alright, looks fine to me. She's pretty weak right now, but gotta put her in our party to gain the regular rate of experience. So, one of those things, you know. Okay, what do we need? How about we give Seeker.
I feel new power surging within me.
There is shit going on right outside my window, and I don't know what. Not right outside my window, but right next door to my room. Or something. I think that might be my brother getting up. I'm not sure. Okay, so we did what we could. Although not really. Because quite frankly, I just don't give a damn. That said, should also go through the inheritables. Just in case. Okay, so now I just want to show generate 3s from Samurai, and I have unlocked all of the inheritables from every class on every character. For now. Until we get more archetypes. And we'll work on Magic Seeker later for this girl. I need to progress today. Progress the story today. What else? Maybe look at this.
Sounds like a lovely time.
Maiden Sign. We need something better than that, thank you. Counter Igniter, Magic Agility, Wave, no. I don't think she really needs all this. I think what she really needs is megido, because megido is strong. What the hell's happening? Turn icon cost of guard command. Do that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're fine. Right. So is she in the party? Technically? Yes. Very technically, she is in my party. Also, maybe back row would be better for her. I don't know, man. Juna is rocking wizard mask. So, Heisme is our only frontliner because he has to do melee damage. Well, he doesn't have to, but I want him to because he does good. He does good. Okay. Alright. And just a second, I need to take a break to figure out what the hell is happening outside. So BRB. Alright, false alarm. It's the sprinkler dude blowing out our sprinkler system for winterizing. So, let's go check back inside, see what we can see. Right. You want to talk with me, but I don't want to talk with you yet. Let's figure out what's going on in the whole village first. Hello, sir. From the bottom of my heart, you have my deepest thanks. You have saved Lady Yuva and the island. You may not need it much longer, but please know you are always welcome here. And I hope you will visit again. You are Etria's heroes.
Thank you.
You saved our island. You're much more than what the rumors implied. Rumors? Yeah. I talked to a lot of travelers, and let me tell you, I thought that made me the expert on the outside world. And I'll admit, I expected you lot to be a bunch of lowlifes. Thought you only wanted the divine relic, but you're not like that. And you know what? Until now, I never even liked this nation. But if anyone like you became the king, well then, I'd evaluate a lot of things. Or reevaluate a lot of things. Hey, lady.
Not finished yet?
Have you brought me a polar stone, by any chance? I brought several. Took some effort. Oh, you found at least one of my stones. Now I can make a doll for my grandchild. You've saved me. No, you've saved my grandchild's life. The rumors were true then. You really do have a good heart. Take a little extra with my thanks.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. All three of the stones are safely back in my grasp. Words cannot express my gratitude, my boy. But hopefully this reward can. Okay? Here, from me, my son. and his wife. Well, from me, my son, and his wife. We all want you to have this. Wait, I thought the whole reason you had us gather these was because you couldn't tell your family you dropped them. Yes, at first I intended to hide my mistakes, but after I sent you off, I gave it some more thought. The stones are guiding tools for us fisherfolk, that we might find the right path. Could I really pass them to my grandchild under such deception? Oh, they were shocked, to be sure, but in the end, all of them, even my grandchild, simply laughed and forgave me. And when I told them about you, they were all moved that you would go so far for a complete stranger. It isn't much, but we'll all be supporting your bid for that throne of yours. Seems like we ended up getting a lot out of this, huh? But kidding.
Thank you, dearie.
Thanks to you, my grandchild will be able to go out to fish. I don't know where your journey will take you, but my family and I, we all hope you and your companions find happiness. Even through her mask, I can tell the old woman is smiling. Sure. The way things used to be around here, it was peaceful. I never knew what people were thinking, and I didn't need to. But then you came, and suddenly it's all different. I suppose people are saying what they were holding in. Okay. It's oozing out like pus from a sore. Meeting new people can really change your world, eh? Always thought I'd live on this island forever. Never questioned it.
It's all right.
Don't worry. The tides will change. We'll arrive in Altabury all the same. So there's something I'd like to ask of you. You see, I'm not quite accustomed to life outside the island yet. So to avoid any blunders on our forthcoming travels, I'd like to learn about the world ahead of time. And so I was wondering if you could tell me more about other towns. Even just a bit would suffice, sure?
I'm quite grateful.
Thank you very much. Let us talk as we stroll the beach. No time passes. This is just a thing. I talked to Yufa about the busiest, most bustling street in Grand Trod, Sunlumio Street. Wow, it's nothing.
Like it here. Incredible. Oh wait, do people in Grand Trad have big families?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
If it's called Sunlumio Street, then all its residents are of the Sunlumio, are they not? On the island, places are named after the people who live there, so... maybe that's not how it works there? I'm sorry, I must come across so strangely.
Yufa?
Brother, I'm learning about the outside world from him. If I remain naive about it, I will only be a burden.
Does living beyond our borders make you anxious, Yufa?
A little. But I shouldn't be, no? This was my own decision.
None of what you feel is wrong.
There's nothing wrong with standing behind your decision.
Precisely, yes. The first time I left the island, I was so nervous my knees shook.
Really? Is that true, brother?
No one steps out into the unknown without some trepidation in their heart. That said, people only fear what they don't know because they don't fully understand themselves. I believe this is your time, sister. You've heard of the trials of Malnavar, have you not? It is an island where a peculiar monster lives. Raised in stagnant magma, the monster reflects the anxiety of those who challenge it, and it provides those who overcome it with proof of their victory. I am one such victor, and I gained a great deal from it. I think you could stand to benefit as well, Yufa. You would count your new friends as reliable warriors, correct? Perhaps you might tempt them with the discarded treasures and armaments of our ancestors there. It will challenge you, to be sure, but you'll walk away better for it. Before you leave, consider testing your strength.
But what if it proves too challenging?
Let's do our best together.
We'll do it together, Yufa.
The weather on the island is unpredictable at best. We won't know how dangerous it will be.
I would never send my precious sister off without regard for her safety. I have some idea of how to handle the weather. Won't you put your faith in your new friend and me? Your focus must be solely on the trial.
I understand. If this proof you speak of will give me the power to step boldly into my future, then I will want for nothing else.
That's the spirit. If you do decide to go, pay me a visit before heading out. I would see you all off safely.
This one's important.
I like them without the masks. It brings character.
Yes, that's the place. You know, I wouldn't mind visiting if we've the time.
We'll make the time.
Right there's a labyrinth. Rather mysterious, isn't it? But knowing you'll be at my side, I admit, I do find my courage. A trial awaits. Please, lend me your strength.
Shall be done.
Hey, hasn't that island been abandoned for quite some time? I hope the magma isn't too strong. But you'd better be prepared for the worst, okay?
Okay. I'm not even consulting the guide right now, I'm just exploring.
Hey, mister!
Hey, mister. Hold on. You saved our island, right? Mom says sometimes it's nice to give people things when you want to say thank you. So here, I found it at the well. Gold beetle. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go play now. Thanks, mister. Elda, bye. It's good not to be hated by anybody and everybody for one's outward characteristics that one cannot change or hide. I like it. Conversation. There are so many conversations. Things have changed a great deal for us, yet the stone faces remain the same. Even though the chief dropped out of the tournament, we should have trusted his decision to join it.
It was all in vain.
I hadn't considered his angle. Instead, I dismissed it as a hopeless endeavor. Trying to escape our own woes, we put Lady Yufa and our chief through no shortage of suffering. I can see what a fool I've been. In the end, I defied our teachings. If ever there was time to change, it's now. We need to stop closing ourselves off to the world. The tournament brought new hope with it. That elder boy's face has appeared on the rock. Has my face appeared on the rock? I doubt it. Indeed, we've always resented this country we are supposedly a part of, but if he became its king, people seem to have something. Did my face really appear? No. Top 3 remain the same. If it is my face, where is it? Where is my face? On this rock. It is lying to me. Hey, let's look at it. Even though we don't really need the mog, we're taking it anyway. Alright, God, I forgot I could do this. Let's go to the inn, or the tavern. See what we got for people of conversation. I've been turning to ale too often in recent days. If I've been indecent, I owe you an apology. I wanted to forget the calamity, to forget we're part of the country. But thanks to you all, I realized I was wrong on both counts. You have my support for saving our island. Cool. Hey you. Teetotaler woman. What is a teetotaler? I am such a nerd that I don't know what a teetotaler is. Define teetotaler. A person who never drinks alcohol. Well, shit. Then I'm a teetotaler. The more you know. I'm seeing less and less rowdy drinkers these days. Not as many folks are using ale to escape the island's misfortunes. They must have finally realized the shame in their conduct. Young man, it's all thanks to you and Lady Yufa. Then again, some get so comfortable they start to drink in excess, so we'll always have this nuisance. I just never saw the appeal, you know. Land of Ceremony Trial, okay.
Want in on this?
Land of Ceremony is a special place for us. Before they venture outside the island, our youth go there to face a trial. It's not mandatory, of course. According to what I've heard, the trial itself tasks the subject with defeating the monster within. It is said to be a bizarre creature that doesn't resemble any living thing. I wonder if it is truly a monster. Rumor has it that it likes to summon its little friends. Its companions strengthen it, and then it hits you with a barrage of wind magic. Apparently, it's weak to fire. Best use that to your advantage and end things quickly. Also, there's a bird-like monster called a leograph there. The closer you are to it, the worse its attacks get. If I were you, I'd attack it from a distance and avoid using wind magic, since it won't be effective. Better make sure we're ready first. Think a visit to Academia is in order? We're fine. We're fine. High as May will switch to Sniper. 'Cause, yeah, why not? Might as well have regen 3. Don't much care. Okay. Hey, you. Hey, considering how gullible Yufa is, don't you think she might end up taking Neuros a little too seriously? Perhaps we should ask him to tone it down.
Beg your pardon?
Who'd have thought an outsider would be the one to teach us about the original legend of the Dragon God? I guess there are some things you can't see without stepping outside of what you know. Maybe this is a reminder to expand our horizons sometimes. I once thought our craft was fated to die out, but I wonder if our skills would be useful outside of the island. When you arrived, we gave you an exceptionally poor reception, but you still saved us. I'd heard the rumors. but you proved you really would help anyone. Alright. Any other conversations I missed? Nothing. Seems okay, fine. Move around. I'm just doing what I normally do, delaying progress in the name of dialogue, exploration.
Okay?
Hello. Today's prices are lower than usual on account of what day it is. Okay.
Now then.
Praise all the things. If only there was an appraise all. I'm just spamming the button, I don't care. I'm sorry, I get quite nervous around customers, blah blah blah. Fine. Just buying more of everything, you know? Except for Ariadne's thread, I barely need that. The other stuff, though, it's actually good to have a lot of it for various things. Okay, any new gear that I have not picked up one of? No. What about you? Or that I didn't buy due to lack of funds? Because I do not lack funds anymore. It's only going to go up from here, because I'm running out of things to buy.
You have no thanks.
I'm glad the island is safe again. That couple will be relieved as well. Couple? The couple who live in the house next door. They're expecting a child soon. The island was in turmoil, and then there was Lady Yufa. It was a troubling time for a child to be born into. But they no longer need worry about that, thanks to you. We are very grateful. Not a problem. Let's go up here for a sec. Hello, sir. The chief was correct about you. I was foolish to doubt his judgment. Forgive me, I thought that when you failed, he would realize the error of his ways. Doing nothing myself, I simply wished for others' failure. Truly, it was shameful behavior. As part of my atonement, please accept this. Truly, I must apologize. Don't worry about it, dude.
Let's not.
Fine, whatever. But I want to explore! Anyway. What about this? Fuck you. I do what I want, you piece of shit. Allow me to apologize for my rudeness. I really thought our lives would never be normal again. You know, I saw a crystal in the sky earlier. It's been so long since I've talked freely like this. Grr. Hello, sir. Can you step away from the door? No. Okay, fine. Figure that out later if we have to. The man is here. Hi. Oh, hi there. Actually, do you have a moment to talk? I think you'll find it to your benefit. My benefit. Yes, it's about my staff. It's a divine relic which has been passed down through generations of chiefs, though to describe its power is a challenge. You've met fortune tellers who can predict the weather in other cities, haven't you? They're descended from a priestly lineage, and I share the same power. In addition, if I use this staff to pray, I'm not yet certain, but I believe I could clear up stormy weather. Once a day, that is.
What?
Clear up stormy weather? Would that extend to making places that are way too hot cooler? That's right. Although, again, I've not tested this power extensively. That's why I'd like to use it to aid you, if it can. Let us push its limits together. That's tremendous. Well, I haven't spent my days training in the service of the gods for nothing. It is, however, extremely taxing, so I would hope you will compensate me accordingly. Not certain how well it'll work, so I won't require payment for this first time, but next time I'd like an almighty golden stew or 20 marbled bluefin tuna. Okay. Can also ask Edeni to change a dungeon's inclement weather to sunny for 3 days. You can only change the weather for one location at a time. If the weather looks bad at a dungeon, you want to Ask Edeni for help before setting out. Note that while you gain more experience in battles fought during inclement weather, there are downsides as well, such as turn icons no longer decreasing by half even when attacking an enemy's weakness. Mighty golden stew is Yufa's specialty dish. Oh, gonna miss her cooking, huh? Well, we could probably get a lot more out of our travels with power like his on our side. Then, shall we try it now? Hold on. Mentions the clumsy boy. Not yet. Maybe later. Apologize. Perhaps I was too hasty. But if there does come a time we'd find my power useful, speak with me again. You shall have my aid if you ask it of me. First time is free. Theoretically.
Hey.
Oh, right, you. Forgot about you. Hey. Thanks. Never thought you'd manage to grab both the priestess and the lance. Suppose you lot really are something special. Got me thinking, like. For a moment I wondered if I'd met you all earlier. Then maybe, don't mind me. Dal's still not totally sound, so he's resting up. I don't want him pushing himself too hard. Let's try, yeah. Yeah. Leaf of light seed, yeah. Mine. Yoink. Probably just do that all over the floor. So the chief made the right decision. Did you see how Lady Yufa and her allies fought? Oh, I did. Those divine forms of theirs were so entrancing, and they used no sanctist igniters. That's true magic. Not a problem, my man. Ooh. Yes. Much money. We can figure that out later. Well, you know what? Why don't we buy more of each? Because you never know. You. This one. Yeah. Doesn't matter to me. Oh, fuck. Fine. Whatever. Hey, you. I truly am glad you came to our island. With this victory, you're sure to be welcomed and accepted here. And from now on, if I have an opinion, I will not hesitate to give it voice. Prayer and hope alone accomplish nothing. That will be my motto from now on. Hello? Are you staying on the island for a while? Does that mean you're eating at the Golden Deer? From what I know of you outsiders, it's rare to find other tribes who are open to our cuisine. But if you've truly enjoyed our cooking, then I'm glad to hear it. Good. It's not bad. Pretty good. I wouldn't know. But okay. I assume it's good. Hello. How strange. The mural I've seen all my life now seems like an entirely different work. As though it's a story of hope. I heard you fought with the dragon god, even if it was possessed by a human. What a tragedy that things came to such an end. If I might ask, was this your first time fighting a dragon? It wasn't. No, the dragon god wasn't our first encounter with the dragon. Truly, for someone outside our faith to not only encounter but survive a fight with multiple dragons. Perhaps the cogs of fate are guiding you down a rare path, the destiny of a dragon slayer. Our island is not the only place with legends of dragons. Seek them out. Face your fate with eyes wide open. If you say so. If you say so, Granddad.
Oi.
I never expected anyone to change us islanders' outlook on life, but I'm grateful you did. Looking out at the ocean like this brings back old memories. I dreamt of telling everyone in the outside world how beautiful life is here on the island. I wonder if it's too late. Could I still realize that dream? I don't think it's too late. It's never too late to do anything. One's heart's desire.
Yeah?
I thought we were powerless, but now generations of priestesses have proven that false. The priestesses of the past, such as Lady Yufa's mother, never gave up fighting, and neither has Yufa herself. And so I now believe there are still things within our power to do. You gotta believe. Hey, you. Limp goldfish. Weird. I'll take it. Okay. Hi. Your group contains many people from different tribes, yes? I am impressed you're able to work together. And yes, you count a famous songstress among you. But, truly, you are all just as colorful and unique as she. It's lovely. Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks to you, we can start fishing again. Gotta make sure my nets are in good shape. When you're fighting nature, it can feel hopeless. But I just remember how our ancestors persevered and passed down their wisdom. We're not savage beasts who leave the weak to die. When there's a crisis, we all have to support each other to get through it. Yeah.
Boy, that.
Tell that to that asshole Luis. You know, I've seen that gauntlet runner of yours disappear on occasion. What magic can do that? And if it can disappear and reappear somewhere else, why bother crossing the sea? Because I have to discover the locations first. It's a whole hullabaloo. You know?
Hey, mister.
Hey, that big boat of yours. What's its name? Gauntlet runner? Awesome. I want one when I am older. Okay, fine. Technically, it doesn't have a name. Thinking. Anyway.
Boy, that.
Beg pardon?
Okay. Yes, I am riding a sword. Rejoice, and revel in its ridiculopathy. Alright. I think that's just... Okay, I've wandered enough. Let's read a bit of the guide. Just a bit east, give the horse fisher crone her polar stones. If you collect all 3, she'll give you extra shit. Chat with Yufa, do Trial of Malnova acceptance thing. After that, just slightly north, Clumsy Boy, Gold Beetle. Feel free to do some shopping and purchase info on the dungeons at the tavern. The boastful shopkeeper also sells talismans used to create vessels for the summoner archetype. Okay. If you head back to the masked soldier who was guarding the chief's house, chat with him. He'll give you Leaf of Light. Check the village butcher at the north part of the map as he sells a new cooking material, 2 limp goldfish. Buy that. I bought much more than that. Okay, so Gauntlet Runner time.
All right, then.
Let's go.
You know the rigmarole. Pantry.
Yeah.
Washroom. Toilet. Because it's a 0 or 5 day. Okay. If you didn't cook critical meatball previously, or don't have 2 fiend flower nectar, warp to Brylehaven for cooking material. We're gonna do that anyway. But
Where to?
yeah, Bryle. Seabreeze. Because why not? Okay, so what don't I have of the mask fragments?
Can we talk?
I've got 25. I don't think so. Giant rib? Sure. Oh, we got 26 of those. What about this? Yeah, we got plenty of that too. Never too minding. 1 giant worm meat, 2 fiend flower nectar from the wary shop cape. Yeah, we did that. Kind of. We already had enough. I wonder where Lord Milo could have gone. It's so boring now without him. Milo? Ah, yes, I remember there was someone that by that name. The more I think about it, the more I realize Milo is a shallow man. Indeed. Why should I care what happened to him?
You know, you saved my ass.
The king's face is finally gone. Couldn't be more pleased myself, though I was there. It was there so long, now it feels kind of empty, don't it? Yeah. No. Maybe. I don't know, man. You're weird. I just took the watch from the guard who was here before. You know, there's pretty strange rumors swirling about concerning your runner. I mean, suddenly vanishing and all that. It's not true, is it? No, it's true. You're just... You're accepting what you thought you imagined. Didn't mean to do that. Just wanted to see what was beyond that point, and that was all. Bum. Hey, weather lady. Yeah.
Let's see. Which one?
Heat.
This
Ooh, heat every day. Jeez.
Oi there!
So, safe to assume we have to do that shit. Collecting divine relics is the next task. Divine relics are just some Arl pagan scrap, right? What's the point of collecting them? No clue. Might be worth a lot of money, maybe. Hell if I know, dude. Gang. I've got a 30-second timer in my face. It's not cool. Okay, got anything? Not particularly. Could use more of that, though.
Real.
Bluefin tuna. Let's get a whole shit ton. Just in case I can't make the thing he wants.
Yeah?
And really need to get some weather correction in a pinch. Writer's anklet. Forgot one. Sorry. We'll do it again later. Hey, lady. Alright. Yeah, she's already outside in the outside world with us. We've hit a lull in the tournament, so profits have plummeted at every shop in the city. Maybe I should start carrying igniters after all. These days, can't go 2 steps without a shop selling them, seems like. Yeah, because trust in igniters is tenuous at best because the church sucks.
Hey,
The goods are cheap.
Fairy dust. Why not? Great fairy dust. God, it frickin' supported us all throughout that last dungeon. Great fairy dust is good. Life-saving medicine, expensive medicine. I think we got enough of that shit. Hey. Bloody hell. That damn djinn. The crooks vanished with all the money I gave them. Hey you. You're a candidate, right? So you're competing against djinn? Crush that lying, two-faced bastard for me. Of course.
yeah?
I'm crushing all the lying, two-faced bastards.
I think there's a pickle.
Not just djinn. You. Okay, guild discount. Sure. Whatever you say. We're good. I'm just checking for all the limited quantity stuff that could have popped up. And all the stuff that I don't have any of, like these. Okay. Good job. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, well, didn't we have a bet going?
Blast this heat.
Hey, Rudolph. I see your face has appeared in a corner of that stone. I suppose I must praise your perseverance in such a futile endeavor. You are not but a lowly elder. Regardless of your moment in the spotlight, you will be completely forgotten by the Saints' Day festival. I have already obtained a divine relic of my own, a sublime artifact to awe the people. Weep, fool, for victory shall be mine.
Blast this heat.
Fuck off, dude. Sea monster's all gone. Did the Navy do it? I heard an elder lad did the deed, though Sanctifex Fordens claimed the credit. Wow, so Eldar are strong. I thought you said they were a dirty tribe, Papa. Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's go check the bounties. Make sure that they are all gone. Or accepted. We're likely going to get to those shortly.
Let it stand.
What's he say?
No inclement weather today, so I can't really exchange at the good rate. You there! You're Leonard, right? You saved my life. Sorry. Your face appeared on the King's Rock recently, didn't it? It knocked mine clean off. I didn't want no crown in the first place. I just earned a little fame on accident. I mean, I didn't even enter the tournament for the throne. Imagine what a pickle that would be. But you solved my problem. I guess so, but aren't you the slightest bit worried that the royal magic won't protect you anymore? What? You mean I might get mistaken for a candidate and attacked? Ah! I hear people conversing. Yeah. The next step is the dedication of divine relics. An unsurprising choice for the Sanctus Church. Divine relics belong to the pagans, don't they? Imagine there'll be lots of people aiming for Virga Island. I met some of those islanders in the course of my travels. Honestly, they're not a bad lot, despite what the church may say. They're rather quiet, but they're an understanding tribe, and they don't seem like our enemies. So they're the victims of prejudice, just like us. If those divine relics are something precious to them, I can't say I endorse stealing them away. Yeah. Yeah. We'll do that. Boom, 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 boom. Talking to the people. I'm tired. It's not because of my failure in the tournament. After the Annex War, it was my generation who rebuilt Oceania, and so with Altabury and even Grand Trad. We took enormous pride in that, and yet now people say, oh, old folk are useless. Positively shameful. Where's the respect? I concede this country is beyond hope of salvation. All I want now is to leave this land and be at peace.
Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition.
It's that Elda everyone's talking about. Heard what you did at the exhibition, kid. Not bad for a filthy Elda. Keep it up for the next one. Can't say I like how he said it, but at least people are starting to cheer us on, I guess. That rumor spread out here, too. Did you really defeat that sea monster? If the seas are safe, then trade'll flourish. If the church didn't hate you, I bet you would have received a medal. Maybe. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, bing. Okay, I'm going somewhere. Where is that somewhere? Probably the Angler's Inn. Angler's Inn. Square, rather. The square, not the inn. To talk to the people? Hello. You're really working hard, ain't you, kiddo? I'm back in Louise, but I've got high expectations for you, too. After that Sanctoress framed a U-Chief for her crimes, I can't trust any of those high and mighty church folk anymore. Neither can I, dude. Good on you. Shine on, crazy old man. Hello? The exhibition's over, yet the candidates remain in the city. They're nothing but trouble, if you ask me. Julian was here the other day to say a few words, deigning to address the citizens while we sat here trying to enjoy our fish. It was an outright display of disrespect for the culture of both this city and this country. Not very kingly, in my opinion. Yeah, he's not doing himself any favors. Hi. Next is the dedication of divine relics, is it? How fortuitous. My connections will make undertaking such a task a doddle. I'll pick the right occasion and set off for Montario. But I must say, every candidate I've had the misfortune to meet in this city is a fool, blinded by their own beliefs. None of them can see where this country is headed. I didn't realize this tournament would be such a low-class affair. My dude, anybody can be king. You're a dick. Oh, we meet again. Did you find a divine relic for Saint's Day? I dropped out of the competition, but I wish I could have gone to Montario. After all, there are so many brilliant gauntlet runners to see in the tournament, especially yours. I'm expecting great things. Okay. Good for you. I am...
Well met, eh?
Hello.
What shall I do?
Julian doesn't seem to want to give any speeches here in Brylehaven. His silence honestly makes me even more interested. I'd buy one of his books if I could read. Oi, now, don't go in too far for him. He may be clever, but he's still just another uppity Ishkia. You're better off placing your trust in His Eminence Forden in the Sankis Church. Of that, you can be sure. Sure, yeah, sure. Except we kind of found a way to kill the guy. So, we're gonna have a big upset, is what I'm trying to say.
All right, then. Go.
I don't think I have enough to turn into the bug man. Why, hello there. Does that sword on your hip mean you're here to challenge the Varmareno Colosseum? The Colosseum is up the stairs in the back. Try your mettle at any time. Except when there's a thunderstorm. We're always open.
If you can help.
Any warrior looking for a fight is welcome. I hope you'll battle as brilliantly as the legendary Brawler King. Sure. Hey, you. I see you've returned. Oh. Don't have enough. You don't quite have enough. Yeah, okay. 7 more, I suppose. What you got over here? Hi. That's quite the boat. I wonder if the spectators are coming to the Colosseum aboard it. Maybe.
Indeed.
You certainly seem to be in good spirits. Got any fun tricks up your sleeve for Saint's Day? I've got no clue where I'm supposed to find a divine relic personally, but to be honest, something feels off about this whole tournament. You know, I really pride myself on my dedication to liberating this country. Oh, right. But in the end, it all feels a bit ridiculous. The next king's going to be chosen based on how they perform in pointless hunts and empty rituals, not the content of their character. Call me a sore loser, but that doesn't inspire faith in the future of this country. It doesn't inspire faith in the country for me either, but
This is the best.
I'm trying to do bigger things. Like saving a man's life. My mate, he died, killed by a monster in the Colosseum. It was too big a risk for the prize money, but he didn't have a choice either way. It was either the Igniter experiments or the Colosseum. Why is it always us, Parapus, who end up like this? Because it's the country's favorite whipping boy. Unfortunately.
All right, then. Let's go.
Night Prowler.
That'll be just fine.
Life's short, my friend. If you want to keep it fresh, you have to keep challenging yourself. And aiming for the throne, well, that's one hell of a challenge. So I'll keep supporting you. That's what friends are for. Yeah, that is what friends are for, are they not? Bum, 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 bum. Anybody at the end of this pier? No. Okay. What about inside here? No. Okay, fine. Fuck you.
All right.
Ay, we got Phantom of the Deep is not open yet.
Where to?
So they want me to go to Hulkenberg and do her thing. But I want to make the rounds. Well, I don't know. You know what? Fine. We'll do Hulkenberg. I've decided I must put my life on the line. Let's go! This is probably going to unlock her Tier 3 class? We have the spear. As our sole means of dispatching Luis, it is a precious tool indeed. Now is the time for prudence. We strengthen our arm before the thrust. I've been thinking of my once compatriot Rodonth. I still want to believe in him. I can't help but hope that in the heart of his ambition still lies a knight's conviction. I believe I know the way I might see the truth through a fair and honest duel. I doubt he'd fight fair.
Perhaps.
You think him capable of such dishonor? But surely... No, you're right. I shouldn't discount it. Perhaps he would resort to underhanded means. I suppose I simply didn't want to consider it. 'Tis a hard prospect to face, that he would change so drastically. But indeed, it is as you say, I have a higher cause to fight for. I cannot afford to risk my life on a more petty issue. You know, I've actually just been asked a favor by an old acquaintance. I should reach out to him. I should like to go to him now, if my witness has no objections. I don't mind. Heartening indeed. Let us hurry to the gallows in Grand Trad. I've heard word that Rodonth is preparing for another execution. Before I arrive, I must meet with a certain organization. You go on. Let us meet at the gallows. I hear the animated voices of those gathered at the gallows.
Listen!
Good citizens, once again it appears some traitors have wormed their way into our midst. But fear not. In the name of the Honorable Order of Knights, we shall render judgment upon these 8 pawns of evil who would disturb our peace. Rodonth, halt! What now? Have you come to aid in this execution? No chance. The opposite, in fact. I have come here today to set you straight. The Honorable Order was it, I say, that you are a stranger to honor, and have been for years. Well, isn't this a sight that a defecting vagrant would bluster so at the Knight Commander himself? Nay, we too were once royal knights, both birds of a feather, and so, Rodonth, I challenge you to a duel.
As a knight.
And should I win, I will halt this capricious execution. I stake my very life upon it. A duel, eh? You would gamble your life for this. You would be no match for me besides. Do you then mean to run from my challenge? O Commander of the Honorable Order. Death to traitors! Glory to the Knight Commander!
Do you see sense?
The people would have you answer. A duel is a sacred battle. As a knight, will you disregard it? Very well. Consider your foolish offer accepted. If you wish so badly to be reminded of the gulf between us, then I shall oblige you. Leonad is my witness. Where is yours?
Boy,
Nasedum. Sir, you will be my witness. I trust I need not explain.
well then.
We go to more discreet grounds. This will be a fierce battle indeed. I do not wish to set the people ill at ease. I shall meet you before the great gate. Leonad, to me. Damn. Boss fight in the desert. We've come to the great gate outside the capital, as instructed. You chose a place far indeed from any audience. Had you more confidence, we could have settled this for all to see. Be careful.
Now then.
Witnesses present and ready. Now then, let us fight with all honor and fairness. Draw your sword, Rodonth. That will be quite unnecessary. Nasedum. What? I can't move. Fool. You and the whelp have made quite the names for yourselves. You think I'd do the deed right there, with the whole town watching? Nasedum here was kind enough to bring a specialist igniter once outlawed. I thought killing you might take some extra measures. Hurts, doesn't it? Like 100 blades in one, slicing through every part of you. End her pain, Nasedum. Face me instead. Why don't you face me instead? I told you, Lynette, do not interfere. Weighed against despair, I would endure this pain 1,000-fold. What? How? I wanted to believe you would accept my challenge in earnest, but now, more than anything, I see I was a fool to have faith in you. Fucking him up. Her strike brought him to his knees. Your skills have dulled, Rodonth. And that Nasedum fellow appears to have absconded. The victory is ours, then. As wagered, your farce of an execution shall be stayed. How can this be? An heiress of nepotism, propped up by nothing more than her lineage, has no right to take what I've earned by ability alone. I took nothing from you. It was you alone who soiled, then abandoned your knightly path. Stay your tongue. I am nothing like you. You threw your title away, but I have a duty to maintain absolute order in this city, while the throne remains unoccupied. Do you think it easy to keep the citizens in line? Do you think it's a simple matter? Our snares must succeed for us to eliminate resistance. A knight follows an oath of allegiance, not power alone. 'Tis not a convenience of a title, nor a means to bury one's own fears of inferiority. I had hoped you and I might have one last fair duel as peers. But the time for sentiment has passed. Our paths diverged long ago.
Hail.
Enough of this. Take away this fiend, who mistook and abused the crown's power for his own. About time we got to step in. Take him away. Aye, sir.
My word.
Never thought you'd settle this in a duel. Not really a bloke to fight fair, is he? What will happen to him? What will you do with him? Rodant's been relieved of his duties as Knight Commander. As such, we're taking him into custody. What, the Lady Hulkenberg didn't tell you? Wait, what? The Lady Hulkenberg not tell you? We're Knights of the Shadow Guard.
This time,
Anyhow, you've really helped us out. We'd been waiting for a chance to catch Rodant red-handed, overstepping his bounds. I did mention, yes? I had to call upon a certain organization before we set forth. I'd been asked to help expose Rodant's wrongdoings. Having departed the knighthood, I was also free of certain limits imposed by the title. Still, you seemed pretty reluctant, Lady Hulkenberg. Kept saying you'd convince Rodant to step down of his own volition. I wanted to believe that within him a knightly pride yet survived, and now 'tis an outcome most unfortunate. You brought him to justice. You were able to stop him. You're right, and I'd not have won without you, so thank you for seeing this through. We've already investigated his home, and it had all the evidence we need. Seems he was executing certain people who'd gotten on the wrong side of the nobles. And those 8 that were to be hanged today, they were acquitted of all wrongdoing. It's not the Shadow Guard's true purpose, to be sure, but hard to overlook something like this. We thank you for your efforts in resolving the matter, Dame Knight.
A true knight.
He addressed me as a knight to a fellow knight. I cannot say if I've lived up to such a title. Of course you have. You certainly have. As always, you helped to dispel my doubts.
I thank you.
Thank you. Since I parted ways with Rodant, I thought I was no longer worthy of the company of friends. But the more I floundered on my own, the more distant any escape seemed, and I lost sight of the path ahead.
No thanks.
But now I've overcome the woman I once was, thanks to you. I can feel her in hand.
No.
Hubilia.
Yes, I am your knight.
We paladins and dark knights, boys. Hell yeah. Cool.
Now then,
Let us return to the team. I am tired indeed. We have done all we can here. The only thing left to do is wait. The pursuits of the Shadow Guard are classified, of course. I am sorry to ask, but could you keep your mentioning these matters to our friends? Yes. I feel as though I've gotten more support from the knighthood, thanks to Hulkenberg's increased trust in me. Yeah. Cool. Back to the Virga Island Tavern. Hey, Hulken. I've tasted many delicacies in my time, but they were all so delicious. I would be hard-pressed to choose a favorite. Yet I wonder, I often hear people say the food of their hometown stands above all else. If I return to Montario, would I feel the same? I doubt it. You're more into eating bugs than any of that. So yeah, we're gonna
I see this, alright.
make everybody a paladin, more or less. Or at least give everybody the option to be a paladin at appropriate times with appropriate weaponry. Oh yeah, and Dark Knight too.
This right here.
Shut up. Just do the transformation sequence, okay? If you have to. If not, skip it.
New skills, new possibilities.
If only we could skip the transformation sequences, that would be fantastic. Yeah, fucking go. Bling, bling, ding, bling, ding, ding.
A new power to wield.
No.
I see. Fascinating. I'm counting on.
I'll get to that later.
A new ability.
Next,
I see. Fascinating.
Crimson Paladin.
Counting on you.
Okay. Not bad. Hey.
To greater heights.
Everybody becomes a paladin, and Hulkenberg leads that charge.
Fascinating.
Let's go!
Of course.
Shut up. Shut up, you jackasses. Just do the shit.
I've acquired a new power.
No. I think I might make Kaizme a Dark Knight
I see. Fascinating.
for the interim, because he needs to gain skill in it, theoretically. Or at least I want him to.
I have retained my edge. I
Sure you have.
Fascinating. I'm counting on you.
Yeah.
My power swells forth.
Absolutely, okay. So now we can just get these going and
I'm counting on you. Of course.
I'll always aim higher.
Nope.
I see. Fascinating. This right here.
Yes.
I'm counting.
And Yufa will not be ready for that for a while, so
I've learned a new skill.
but we'll get her up to speed after a fashion. Jeweled root. I don't know what to do with you. Seeker.
I feel new power surging within me.
Tetra break. Get you this because we can and should.
I'm counting on you.
Because it is needed for your next evolution of your custom thingamajig. So.
It seems I've grown.
Sure you have. You get this. Yeah, I know. You'll be doing a lot of that, okay? Don't freak out at every single turn. Right. Heisme, you need to have things. And those things need to have you. Holy Knight's Proclamation. Interesting. You could probably do Holy Knight's Proclamation. Well, after Regen 3. Holy Knight's Proclamation. Guards drawing enemy attention and taking attacks for allies for one turn. Certain attacks defy this effect. Okay, so it's combined with a guard, I guess. If I read that correctly, which I probably am not. Megido. I swear. The only magic we're gonna need after a while is Megido. But anyway. Not my problem. If it were ever a problem. I'm just cycling through things for things that have stuff. Okay, you can't yet. I can. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm getting them all because I have more Mog than anybody could ever exhaust. So I might as well try to exhaust all of it, if at all possible. And not in the ways of funding, because we've got more of that than anybody could exhaust as well. I do not have a shortage of resources. I just have a desire to max everything out. Okay, what are you doing today? You need Faker, you got Faker, that's good. Does Faker need anything else? No. Faker's evolution. This girl. This poor, poor girl. Dayama, and Tetra Break. Anything else? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Cool. We'll do more with that later. Once we're able to grind the fuck up that girl. Juna is fine. She has a more mage bent. So does Yufa, I think. Hold up. Does she? Yeah, she does, kind of. Okay. Yeah, we can make use of that. I've satisfied Moore's request, so I don't know why I'm alt-tabbing. I have the guide right in front of me on my laptop. Sandy Coast, pass the time, the view of the beach. No, I will not. Yet. We will find more, and we will talk to him about future things. Where was he? I can't remember. Where is he? Moore's Fair. Okay.
Now, where was I?
Hey, you. Let's get it. Cool. With a new ally comes yet another new power, I see. As you already know, what you've discovered is called the Summoner, an intriguing archetype that calls forth mythical beings from worlds we can hardly imagine. However, in order to summon anything, it requires a vessel, a catalyst unique to each being you wish to call forth. Henceforth, I shall craft these vessels for you. I've added a new item in special experiments for just such a purpose. Should you desire to hear more, I have a lecture prepared for you. If you'd like to listen, by all means. It would indeed appear as though you've acquired a new archetype. I wholeheartedly encourage you to examine its abilities here. We'll talk to you in a minute. I want to see what it says about Summoner. This looks like research on the Summoner. In times of yore, there lived heroes who summoned otherworldly beings to fight on their behalf. Their souls together form the power of the Summoner. Among them, the master of invocations, devotee of the most eldritch of summoning arts, I dub the Devil Summoner. The Summoner archetype uses vessels to summon unearthly beings to the battlefield as its servants with a unique form of magic. However, in order to prove their mastery, they must take time and effort to gather servants before true power can be unleashed. Let no summoner forget this truth. So if we can get the vessels, this archetype can use summon magic to call otherworldly creatures. Strong, but it burns through MP and it needs those vessels to be used. To be useful. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. A magic formula apparently written by the king. It's entitled The Royal Magic, but it's written in a language I can't read. At the end of the document is the word Lifeseeker, according to Moore. It's a person's name. I was hoping to speak further with you about that. I've recalled something after watching you and your allies in action. That mysterious language used in the formula. It's from the old world. It's Japanese. So it goes back to the time of that city we found buried beneath the Dragon Temple? Why would the king go out of his way to write in such an archaic language? The king was an avid researcher of magic and its origins. He even funded the Mage Academy from the royal treasury. It's not beyond possibility he would know such a language. Then the person whose name is written, they're probably long dead? That I couldn't say for certain, but I did figure something else out. In front of the name is an alias, or perhaps more of a title. The True Seeker, Lifeseeker. Yet another connection to the archetype. Intriguing, isn't it? Why is the Seeker archetype so important to the royal magic? Does it have powers we have yet to ascertain? How I yearn to decipher the scroll in its entirety. If you come across any further truths, please examine the scroll again. That's exactly what I do. But first, cat.
Here, kitty.
Oh, yes! Such a good kitty. Alright.
Now why do that?
I am astonished you've managed to study so many archetypes. Are you some sort of prodigy? At the very least, you've surely won me a new memory returned.
Incredible.
More imagination? Imagination! And there it is, rank 4. The guide isn't telling me to do this. I mean, fuck it. You okay?
Everything okay? Yes.
I was able to remember a few things, thank you. But before that, seeing as you're here, won't you tell me some stories of your travels? I've been watching over you, but I do so value your perspective. I see. Interesting. Though I heard nothing that might reveal this place. Which means, I suppose, that the king must have imprisoned me here because... Did you figure something out? There is but one place that comes to mind, but if that inkling is right, then too much else becomes inexplicable. If I'm correct in my hunch, it would mean the king deliberately placed me somewhere I know well. Somewhere I could easily continue my research. But why would he want to help your studies? Indeed, that is the question. It would make a mystery of the king's intentions. Why would he intentionally imprison me here? It's the Mage Academy, dude. I imagined I was put here to prevent my research, but it was quite the opposite. The king sought to place me where I might develop transformative magic yet further. And by continuing my research, my memories would return. In a way, all my travails may have been by his design. These answers I sought, this place, my identity, in the end, the only path toward them was continuing my pursuits. I'm calling it right here. He is the actual crown prince. He is the firstborn. And he has been relegated to this place to be forgotten. The pieces are coming together. It seems the time to uncover the truth has finally come. Let's find out together.
Surely.
If I have your support, I can face any truth we ultimately reveal. Or he is the king's past self. Most likely. Locked away and forgotten, because he needed that sanctist support and couldn't pursue his research under their watchful eye. If I have your support, I can face any truth we ultimately reveal. I shall accept it unflinchingly, with eyes open. Am I a grave sinner who must pay for my offenses? Or am I a revolutionary who must change the future?
I'm grateful, truly.
This newfound resolve of mine is also thanks to you. For the utopia I will make reality. I'll battle my past until the end. I can sense Moore's willingness to accept the truth, whatever form it takes, as well as his heartfelt trust towards me. I can predict that
May the truth guide us.
Soul Hacker. Yeah, okay. So I can predict that the epiphany of his identity is going to be quote-unquote world-shaking. So, typical JRPG things. More skills can now be inherited by the Seeker lineage in academia.
Listen here.
Now, it's time for your next task. A true test, this one. The thesis project, as it were. I ask you to research an elite archetype. I already did. Elite archetypes can only be revealed by having a peerless, unbreakable bond. And then, said archetype must be cultivated to its limit. It matters not which one you choose to focus on, so long as you do so, until it can improve no longer.
This one's important.
We already did this. This is a height that none before you reached. The stronger your power, the greater it will impact me. Once this research is completed, the path to the ultimate archetype may finally be in sight, and with it, our ultimate answer. Everything lies in your hands, Leonard. Let us break through the barriers of this trial and see our dream to fruition.
I have faith in you.
I will believe in you to the very end. Well, let's see if I'm right. Told Moore that I've already accomplished the research task he gave me. Unbelievable.
Truly fulfilled
Here we go.
your abilities know no bounds. It beggars belief. Incredible. Utterly incredible. Incredible.
Yeah. Because I did it with Samurai.
All right.
Easy peasy.
Wow, he's really gushing this time. Though I'd say you definitely earned it.
cannot have been an easy journey, full of meetings and partings, trials and joys, all from which you've come to find your own way of life. There must have been many people who have wished, worked, and given themselves for your support. Indeed, you could never have achieved so much alone. I see. If you have come so far with notes of the people's light in your wake, then perhaps I was wrong, and the world is not lost to hope. A strange revelation, but I confess, I do not resent being proven wrong.
I hope so.
I'd like to believe that. I'd say it's not a question of believing, but having the power to... the power to wish. Or more aptly for you, the power of fantasy is itself meaningful. Now then, I'd like to present your next task. But, alas, I have none to give. There is nothing more to be done. With this, you have seen our mutual endeavors through to the end. There are two reasons. The first being that my knowledge of archetypes ends here. I have nothing more to teach. You have outpaced me on the path to the ultimate archetype. I believe I have helped you all I can. As for the other reason...
What's wrong? By the way, did you get that lost memories thing figured out?
Unfortunately, the rest of my memories have not come to me. However, I did arrive at a conclusion of sorts. Why was I confined here? And where in the world is this place? My apologies, but for now, I'll refrain from explaining my conclusion so simply. It could cast a shadow over the archetype's growth. No, more so your own.
What's that supposed to mean?
That you and I met was no coincidence. Everything has been connected from the beginning. If the hypothesis I've reached is correct, my memory will soon return in full, and I will gladly tell you all. Yes. Though there is one memory I know for certain, beyond speculation. The reason why I wrote the fantasy novel. I mentioned once that in my youth, I went on a journey. I met many people in my travels, and it is for their sakes that I wrote my tale, as an ideal I hoped to make true.
In your youth? You don't look that old to me. You're talking like this is all way in the past.
It is.
Ah, indeed. I suppose I am. I shared my stories with the people I cared for dearly, that we might dream of the same future, and thus strive toward it. I've no idea what became of them, or how they now live, but I'm glad to have remembered them. Their echoes have given me a new goal, crystal clear. Someday I will leave this place behind and reunite with my companions. I'd like to give you some tangible token of my appreciation as well. If we only ever meet in this mind space, I can't give you so much as a single letter.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, as am I. Thank you. When we met, I styled myself as your guide, but in truth, I think you guided me just as much. It seems he'd like to show his appreciation too.
Yeah. You're a good boy.
Thank you, my friend. I'm glad we met.
You can feel Moore's gratitude and boundless trust.
The scholar in search of utopia, Moore, keeper and heritor of the Seeker's virtues. By the grace of his newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Forever elude our grasp.
Increase an archetype's status bonuses by +3 while channeling it. Any archetype? Wow.
I truly look forward to the day where you master the power of all archetypes and become a hero king. a great unifier of heroic spirits. We will meet again.
Yeah, so I think this guy is an aspect of the previous king, as his younger self, one he locked away before the Sanctist Church took control of the country, more or less. Summon experiments has been added to special experiments menu. Use it to create vessels which are necessary for the summoner. You need only create a vessel once to make its respective summon available. Okay.
How good of you to come.
Grave Lord. I assume the most advanced ones are at the bottom. You now use the summon archetype to call upon Undead King, who uses powerful dark magic that may instantly kill. Good. Minotaur. You can now use the summoner archetype to call upon Guptaro's King, who uses powerful multi-target strike attacks. Okay, yeah. Flaming Mane. Okay. I mean, we've got Dragon God, so it's like, whatever. You can now use the Summoner archetype to call upon Lava Beast, who uses multi-target almighty magic. Damn. Stone Wing. Okay. You can now use the Summoner archetype to call upon Gargoyle, who uses fire magic and inflicts burn. Yeah. I should buy more of those. Probably a full 10. You can now use the Summon archetype to call upon Goblin King, who deals powerful critical strikes. Okay. Yeah, we need more. So, wow. Hey.
Make yourself at home.
No, you're fine. Cat.
That's a good kitty.
Must say hello and goodbye to Cat. Back to reality. Off the Mind Palace. Also, I think where he is would be probably the capital. In a hidden set of chambers under the palace. Shrewd. What about you here?
What's it now?
Oh,
Till next.
no thank you. We got a magic shop. Yay, magic shop. Mine. Voice within my head. Yes. We don't have any of that. Listen. This was originally my grandmother's store. Items for ritual spells, you name it. She made it. Hold on. But I wouldn't be here if I didn't think her talismans could protect you. And it's not like you find these everywhere. Yeah. Do. Get like 20 of everything. Up to 20 of everything. Maybe exceeding it slightly. That's about all.
Yeah.
No. I didn't mean to do that. But okay. We've got at least one of all of these. 4 would be preferable. Just in case. Okay, and replace my super charm. there it is. We want this, not that. Okay, so is that one other shop only open during the day? I think so. Shit. Okay, well, we've got other magic shops to check on, I guess. Hello, sir.
Overly nice.
Our island is now called Etria. The name has such a nice ring to it. From this day forward, we'll defend the name of Etria with all that we are. Okay. So much trouble on this island, but the only thing I could do was stand and watch. It's horrible, but it's the truth. And for that, I deserve punishment. Maybe I'll have time to cool my head and think if I'm inside a cell. Fascinating. Little masochistic, but okay. I'm not gonna yuck your yum. Not today. What were we doing? I don't know. Can't remember. We're just wandering now. More or less. Concoctions shop. Right, I wanted to go to the port and the magic shop at the port.
Let's go.
Because things could be different. Hello? I've no intention of insulting this shop's wares, but magic should be more free than this. The Sanctus have banned all books about magic. What fools they are. They think banning books is going to stop people from wanting to know and learn.
What is it?
Okay. You don't have anything more for me.
All right then.
Shit. I forgot where else I could be going. Merchant's Bazaar? I don't know.
Where to?
Oh, right, the Igniter shop. We could do that too. And Gloam Hall. Let's check on Gloam Hall. It's my favorite. Because it's the first one. Nope. 40% off and nothing new. Lycian.
Hey,
Here.
Yep. And anything new? Not really.
All right then.
What about Fermies? Boo. Bring the Saint back. I want the Saint to be serving me things. Balms of Life. We can get more. Thrilling, yes. More of these. All of these. Because fuck it. Purification, thrifty, no. Bone pulverizers, that's good. Oh, we don't have enough. Blessed water. Astral Saint Fist or Mirror Mail. Ones that hit multiple times will always hit the maximum amount. That's interesting, but it's a fist. There is an accessory. I'm not too sure. No, it's a brawler only thing, I think. Give it to him, because he's our tank for the moment. Demon's Mail. Well, he is a Dark Knight, so yes. We'll need more Blessed and Heavenly Water at some point, but for now, this is what I got. Okay, moving onward to... I don't really know. Probably just continue with the guide's narrative. Sandy Coast. Okay, it wants me to pass the time with the view of the beach. For imagination. Imagination. The nights are cooler than the mornings, aren't they? The gentle splashing of waves makes it feel so comfortable out here, too. And don't you find the ocean at night so mysterious? The sound is soothing, and it can be pretty, but also feels like an endless abyss pulling you in. It's a little scary, right? But at the same time, I feel like that's part of the allure. Hey, do you have plans right now? It's hard to explain, but I have a feeling we'll be able to see something special in the sky today. When you calm yourself and stare at the ocean at night, it feels like all kinds of new thoughts and ideas come to you.
What do you want to do?
Want to listen to the sound of the waves for a bit? Yeah, with everything there is to do, I'm sure we can both use a break. Gotta say, this feels amazing. Wow, look at the sky. The stars falling. Stars are falling. It's a meteor shower. Can't believe how lucky we are to see one this clear. It's our cosmic reward. Seeing this feels like a reward for all the good deeds we've done. It's gotta be. It's the sky's starry gift to us. Feels like the sky's blessing our journey, but from up there, we must seem like two tiny little specks. Watch the shower, stars, imagination, okay. 6, and that's good. And let's see, the guide moved forward a little. Some people say that there's more stars out there than we can even fathom. Well, yes, the world around us is already so huge. So, is it really possible that the sky extends that far? I wonder if we'll ever get to travel to those heights someday. If we ever get there, I'd like to travel there with all of you. That won't happen in your lifetime. Not even your lifetime. I know it's very long. Not even your lifetime will be enough. Watch the meteor shower with Gallica as we sat in awe of the distant sky and its gallery of floating stars.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay, and then we go to Alonzo. Package from Barton. Life-saving medicine.
Speaking of which,
Since we've got some time before the fake lance is ready, I let Basilio and Fidelio know that we're going to settle in here for a little bit, and I can't imagine they responded to that with a chummy little nod and a smile. Hardly. So I made something up about how the tide was too unstable to sail on. I mean, what's one more little lie on top of the heap? They bought it, I think. Is that so? Well, that works out in our favor. Now we must simply carry on as we normally do, doing all our usual activities, so as not to arouse their suspicions.
Well then.
Right. Alonzo time. Mm-hmm. Are you not in the midst of a tournament right now? Well, nothing about you surprises me anymore, no matter how bizarre. I've been waiting. Would you mind coming with me to see the landowner? I'll go with you.
Thank you.
Great. My network already has the info. I'll send the final go-ahead. That'll ensure the landlord takes a certain little used path, so we won't be disturbed. Now, the curtain rises. God, the faker archetype could also be actor and sound better. Alonzo, what are you doing here? What are you planning? Swindler would have been ideal. Have you heard? A little bird told me your daughter has a man she fancies. What was his name again? Oh, right, Cuculus. Did you say your goodbyes to her before you left, or had she gone out somewhere?
You bastard!
What have you done to my daughter, you cur? What happens to your precious daughter depends on you. Tell your gods to give us a little space.
Now!
What are you after? My life? If you're offering it, sure, but there's something I want more. Tell me, where do your desires truly lie? My desires? What the hell are you getting at? To get into your purse strings, I had to use everything at my disposal to look into you. What I found was rather discomforting. Allegedly, you've committed several atrocities in various villages, yet many villagers still respect you. I'd assumed you used money or force to make them submit. But I was wrong. Perhaps you've hidden your true intentions this whole time. Explain yourself. She's 5 years younger than me, yes? She's quite lovely when she smiles, just like her mother. With such a beautiful little family at stake, you've no choice but to obey what your conspirators told you behind closed doors. You were a beloved father, an upstanding man, and they noticed. They fed you lies and flattery in turn. One moment, you're praised, the next, threatened. And before you knew it, you've fallen in line with the oppressors of the weak, and you can't break free. It's a rather pitiful tale, don't you think? What do you know? How could you possibly understand the depravity that taints this world? I have 3 daughters, and those bastards, they...
Tell me.
Don't you wish you could end this ruse? I'd have quit long ago if I could have. I don't want to be stolen from any longer. I haven't the power to change a single thing.
Ridiculous.
That sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it? Where have I heard those words before? From yourself. I believe you said them, Alonso. Oh, you remember. Well, that's all in the past now. And if I hadn't met you, I would have surely ended up just like him.
Moving on.
Well, I've learnt what I wanted to know. Now then, good sir, would you like a chance at redemption? I'll set your daughter free, and I'll even help you atone for your sins, so long as you agree to my terms and cooperate with me. Fine, I accept your offer. Give my word. Haha, you hear that? All right then, it's time for the big reveal. I haven't done anything to your daughter. Actually, I've never even met her.
Hey.
You understand why I told you that load of rubbish, don't you? I took a gamble on you, on what you truly desire. Well, that's one mountain climbed. I predicted correctly and won my bet. Well now, what are you going to do now? I've got a few ideas. You just sit back and look forward to it. In hindsight, I've always run away when things take a turn for the worse. Even when I tried to die, it was to escape my sins. But you've helped me figure out what I ought to do. Something only I can do. Yes, I am a liar and a cheat. Yet, I hate those who lie and cheat. I hate the very framework of the world that made me become the deceiver I am. What lies ahead will be the great con man Alonzo's work of a lifetime.
Remember your vow.
For this new king who will change this cesspit into a never-before-seen utopia, I'll pull the wool over the world's eyes and then take it for myself. What Alonzo's words mean isn't clear, but I can see the steadfast resolution in his eyes. He's decided to place his absolute trust in me.
I will live to my
Faker veneration. Significantly reduces the mad cost of studying Faker lineage. Okay. I'm sure you're dying to know what I have planned, but just bear with me for now. When next we meet, I'll unveil everything in spectacular fashion. Be sure you don't delay, but for now, farewell. Anyway, Gauntlet Runner.
All right then.
Gauntlet Runner, pantry, washroom, then talk to Heismay. Because reasons.
Well,
I must demonstrate my resolve. Hello? Now it remains to carry out our plan in Altabury. The question is, where does the spear fit into our schemes? I have something I should like to ask your advice about. I cannot help but pity the children of my declining village. You have a way of thinking that often surprises me. What would you have me to say to them? A new age is dawning.
I see.
A new age is dawning? What do... Oh, you mean a new king. Indeed, a new king will be a momentous occasion. Not even that village could avoid being swept into the tides of change. Yes, I can see our approach now. We unveil you to them as the king-to-be. My Grandiloquence will not sway them alone. Grandiloquence. Very well then. If you've the time, would you travel to the village with me right now? Yes.
My thanks.
I hope I can make the people of the village understand. Shall we set out then? As the light waned, we took a carriage to Highsmay's village once more. I've heard you found the urn. Truly, I am sorry. The villagers have caused you no end of trouble. It's nothing you need to worry about. Rather, I thank you for helping me come to grips with my departure.
Everyone,
People of this village, you hide, but I know you yet listen. I am not here to blame you for the matter with my son. I want to speak to all of you so that we can change the future of this village together.
look!
Look around you. Look at what our village has become. Cut off from trade, our goods slow to circulate, and our people more destitute by the day. Oh well, you say, we are Ujifs, nothing to be done about it. You endure this hardship without even trying to move beyond it. That is sloth, pure and simple.
Can't you see?
We elders. Perhaps the future means little to us. Perhaps we struggle to fight for change we will never see. But what of our children? You would force your village's children to bear its dreadful legacy, to be doomed to the same neglect and avoidance. Don't talk like you know us. Isolated though we are, we can survive with what we have, and the children are happy enough. Happy? Their only birthright is a cage. The children have no choice but to live and die here. Can you deny it? They could not choose where they were born, and now they have no choice in their future. And you, as their guardians and teachers, you would keep it that way. Just shut up. What would an outsider know? He is not an outsider. Highsmay is one of us. I don't know when it happened, but we've stopped chasing hope. We've grown complacent, clinging to the idea that it's wiser to accept hardship than to resist it. But was that truly for the best? Surely, in times long ago, did we not strive towards something? Please, everyone, come here and let us speak. Won't make a difference now, whatever you do. There's prejudice out beyond our walls, and it's strong. People of other lands won't accept us. That's an assumption. Aren't you just assuming that it's hopeless?
Say,
I understand your fear. Walking the land as a Ujif, I have suffered what seemed no end of hatred, prejudice, and bloodshed. But this country will change. It's already underway. And the one responsible stands before you now. This is my friend, Leonard. And he will change this country. New era is coming. A new future where people of all origins and tribes can join together. A new era is coming.
but
And when it does, what will this village do? Will you choose your doors? Will you close your doors to hope, resist change, and so wither? The world is changing, and we must change with it. Yes, it will be a long struggle. Yes, we will waver, and we will suffer.
that's life.
But beyond that pain, we will find a better tomorrow. A future where our lives' courses are ours to decide. A birthright of hope for every Uchief child. Our children could live however they wish,
Surely.
Leonard, and we who follow him will light our way forward. If you live and strive with hope in your heart, then a better future is within your grasp. Nobody can decide our way of life but ourselves. Esme, thank you. I think you really got through to them. Of course, I don't think things will change that easily. That's why we must weave our new hope one step at a time. We support you. We hope nothing but the best for your village. We won't let you down. I hope one day this will be a home to be proud of. And in return, let us prepare the hilltop cemetery right away. It's time I took responsibility. At the least, I can ensure your son will have the peace he deserves.
No.
I appreciate it, but that's no longer necessary. I've thought long about how to properly send off my son, and now I finally have my answer. This voyage has been more than enough time to face my boy's death, and were I alone, I would have lost myself. A tiny voice, young words in old air. Skyward it lilts, clouds parted in passing, and soon breath becomes zephyr, and sweet wind alights upon well-trod earth.
Thank you.
I would not be here without you at my side. Thank you. Because this is a strong determination to him now.
He
There is yet hope on the horizon.
Ninja. Good. Very good. Study the ninja. There is no sense waiting for the winds to change. New breezes are ever blowing in lands beyond anything we have ever known.
We shall.
Must go. Cool. Jesus Christ.
The age of a new king draws nearer.
Hey,
I hear monsters have made themselves quite comfortable in a cave near the royal capital. It used to be a bandit's hideout, but then those beasts moved in. Clever lot, aren't they? Holed up in a place like that. It seems like hunting them down will be quite the chore. So it does. 'Twas a bandit hideout, so it can be assumed that the layout will be quite labyrinthine and ripe with spots from which to ambush intruders. If we leave the situation alone, there'll definitely be casualties. We've accepted a request, so let's head there later. Big Sun.
Well then. What now?
Okay, so ninja. And also soul hacker.
Fascinating.
Jesus Christ.
I'm counting on you.
Stop nagging the fuck out of me, man. Just unlock the fucking class.
Oh,
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
No.
I see. Fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you.
Motherfucker, 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 motherfucker. Hazy Moon Nightblade, Void Wave. Doesn't matter. Okay, what are we putting here, I wonder? Kind of want wind element attack for the when damage to one enemy decreases their attack. That's pretty good, actually. Put that in there. Do megido for the rest, and then call it good. And then learn, motherfucker. Learn. Yeah?
I'm counting on you.
Shut up. All the classes, everyone, will be unlocked and mastered.
A new power to wield.
I see. Fascinating.
Right. I could get used to this.
I see.
Really wish there was a quick study for each archetype. But there isn't. Yet. If at all.
To greater heights.
I see. Fascinating.
I'm counting on. I've acquired a new power.
Ninja. Ninja.
Fascinating.
Yes.
I'm counting on you.
I'll make him a ninja.
Oh.
Steady effort is key.
Do it. And we'll make him the Dark Knight. Okay, what do I want? Regen, probably. Yes, and I don't know, man. It's probably going to get plenty of dark damage. You know what? Unlock this first.
Fascinating.
That way I can have Void Strike or whatever.
I have retained my edge.
Nope. You have not. I am maintaining it for you. Alright, and then we can have Megido here. And then check for other trainable. Here. Okay, and then
I see. Fascinating.
yes.
I'm counting on you.
Yeah. Fucking go.
I'll always aim higher.
Nope.
I see. Fascinating.
I'm counting on.
Shh. I'm just unlocking everything to unlock everything. Including the trainable things. or the inheritable things. Mostly the inheritable things. Okay, next. Right. You don't really have anything worthy. Where the dimmery do? Let's give it to Magic Seeker. At least get everything up to 10, you know? So we're not skipping. So we're able to learn more.
I feel new power surging within me. It seems I've grown. I've acquired a new ability.
We're probably going to have her learn General for Megido.
I've acquired a new ability.
Specifically. Okay, what you got? You got things like this. Yes.
I feel new power surging within me.
You're getting boosted. Congratulations.
I feel new power surging within me.
She's going until she gets Megido or Mastery. Probably Mastery.
I feel new power surging within me.
Good enough. Okay. And now she can learn things. Worthy things. Megido is probably her best bet right now. Okay. Also, should probably change this over to Megido, because I don't trust anything to have resistance that makes sense most of the time. Okay, what else? What else should I give her? Maybe more Magic Seeker. Not too sure. Okay, how about we look to the future of your class, which I guess is fine now, and the future of yours, and you're fine. So, these two characters are the only ones that can do their respective archetypes. So we're going to have to use those a lot. And I don't know if they're very good, but they seem fine. And important. But anyway, healer might be a good idea.
I feel new power surging within me.
I see. All right.
It's kind of up her alley as a summoner. Or at least that's the trope, you know.
I've acquired acquired a new ability.
Okay, and I'm thinking about more Magic Seeker for the rest. I don't know. There. Good enough for me. Alright, everybody got everything fine, I think. Yeah, relatively speaking. So, Heismay. Everybody not in the party is learning something new. Oh, man. I should probably learn something new. Because, I mean, it's the default spec and all that, so, I mean, dude. Regen with maybe some physical. Raging Edge could be good. Yeah, Raging Edge. I don't know. Well, we have Void Wave. He's kind of a jack of all trades, so I mean, maybe Hamon. And then, of course, Megido. Chase support. Makes support attacks from your comrades happen more easily in overworld combat. Fine. That. Stroll. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. And it's whatever. Okay. Yeah, you can stay who you are and who you are. Should be fine. We'll figure shit out later. We can do more of this. Cool. And now it wants me to go to the Dragon Statue Plaza, but I want to do a few other things first. Personally. Blear. Blear, blear, blear. Blear, 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 blear. Alright, we got some things to buy today. So let's buy the things today. Hello. No, thank you. We're fine. Get on my sword because we can. Hey, you. We want... Wait, you're sold out of talismans. I thought I could buy more on a given day, but no. Get these. I think we're good. Just zooming. Soul Hacker. Sure. Why the hell not? You! Praise! My garbage! Praise all my garbage. Sell me something new, for God's sake. Good God.
What now?
Alright, how about... Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Sounds like a lovely time.
Upgrades, people. Upgrades. Alright, got enough. Let's go to the Dragon Statue Plaza. Get rid of that off my phone because we don't need it. Okay. So it says, talk to Adeni, ask him to change the weather at the Land of Ceremony, since it's always bad weather there. Check the pantry, washroom, and the runner, etc. I'll first divine the weather in each region.
The weather.
If there's bad weather in a dungeon, I may be able to use my power to clear it. Place you'd like to check? This way. The Land of Ceremony. It is a place perpetually plagued with bad weather. This is where you'd like tamer weather. Yeah. Well then, allow me to call forth my power. Excellent. It went well, I think. The weather should hold in the place you selected for 3 days. Okay, good. Let's go to the runner. Prepare for a journey. Yeah. Pantry, washroom. All that good garbage. Alright, and then we need to hit the map to depart
So, what should we do?
for the place of the doing. How far do I run to here?
We might fill a request there.
This is the site of Yufa's trial. I apologize for taking up your time like this, but I simply must take this trial. I must get stronger. You've nothing to worry about, love. We're friends. Helping each other's what we do. Whatever it takes, we'll knock this trial out together. Very well then. I'm counting on your help, everyone. We'll have to make camp for tonight, but we'll arrive tomorrow. The question is, can we make it back by tomorrow night? Leave it to me as long as to do.
Let's move out.
Here we go, don't forget. Da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. Travel music is happening. Hello there, can you hear me? Nara's voice is echoing. There's some sort of altar that's appeared in the lounge. Yufa said something about it possessing divine power, so give it a look. Has arranged an altar in the lounge. Use it to dedicate a heartfelt prayer to another person, which may increase their maximum MP.
What to pick?
Huh. I hear a voice. I should let him know. Comes to mind. We'll figure that out later. In the meantime, we gonna cook? Yeah? Oh, right. Yeah, almighty gold stew, a limp goldfish, and a lunaby. Okay. Virga Island recipe, get Yufa. Yeah. Back home, we would most frequently cook things by placing them in stews, alongside plentiful herbs and spices. Etria is blessed with a warm climate. Perhaps that is why its people prefer foods that cause them to perspire. Our spices range from sharp to refreshing, and we select them according to the needs of our body at the time. I began preparing the food.
May I?
You need only a pinch of that herb for the best results, and too much and it becomes a most deadly poison, so I urge you to be cautious. When I prepare a meal, I cast a spell, an incantation infused with my love and affection. Leonad, let us cast it together. Nuramata I'm not going to pronounce that correctly anyway. This stew smells so fragrant, and its flavor has so many layers. This almighty golden stew is a secret recipe of the Mustari tribe. It's good for your health, so please help yourself to it. Okay. Speed cooking, yeah. Bam boom bam boom, beam bam boom, boom bam bam boom, bee bam boom bam, beam bum bum, beam boom bum, beep beep bum boom bum, beam. Alright. I think we're ready for Hulkenberg now. Hello, Hulkenberg. We have the spear. As our sole means of dispatching Louis, 'tis a precious tool indeed. Now is the time for prudence. We strengthen our arm before the thrust. Leonard, I realize our business is pressing, but there's something I'd like to discuss. I've something to report concerning the aftermath of the duel. Might you make time to hear it? Of course. Thank you. It's nice to see the weather turning for the better. Why don't we head up to the deck?
I've received word from the Shadow Guard. Rodanthe has been confined to an underground cell.
Good.
For the time being, the chaos in the capital should be still.
Case closed.
Case closed, I suppose.
Thanks to you. However, this is far from the end. We spoke of it before. A knight's duty is to their oath, yet without a king, an oath might hold little weight to any one knight. And an armed force, disunified in purpose, is but a spark away from a raging mob. If the knighthood flounders further, whether clinging to power or simply self-preservation, a second Rodanthe, or even a third, will surely emerge. Unless His Royal Highness the Prince takes the throne, there will be no true rebirth for the knighthood.
So we can't afford to fail.
Another reason we can't afford to lose, I suppose.
Indeed. In defeating Luis, we shall win back the future of this nation. My duel with Rodanthe left much clear. I proved I am not the woman I once was. It can only be the journey thus far that has changed me. You've helped me grow as a new person. Never again will I wield my power only to hide my own sense of inferiority. My convictions shall lead me, and I shall fight by their strength. Thus, I vow anew to use my power for you.
I'm counting on you.
I'm counting on you, Hulkenberg.
You only need focus on pushing forward. For that, I would gladly give my life.
She will trust in me, strength of our bond.
The steadfast vassal, Hulkenberg, keeper and heritor of the knight's virtues, by the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
shall safeguard our land and our future.
Knight lineage to 4 inheritance slots. Special guard duty. High probability for Hulkenberg to defend the protagonist from an attack on his weakness. Alright. Grand Fantasy. Hulkenberg is ready to acquire a new heroic embodiment. Huh?
The man of the Shadow Guard paused before departing. As he bid me farewell, he told me he hoped to one day be my equal. A knight not merely in title, but in truest spirit. I never thought the day would come that I might see the honor in myself. As a knight, and as an ally, I will stay by your side, now and always. Truly, my friend. Thank you.
Two of us spent a long time in each other's company, freely and comfortably, thanks to the strong trust between entirely. Okay. Hot damn. Remember that bet we placed in Brylehaven? We kind of blew past it. Anyway, this is Neuros. I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
As the sunset stretches the gauntlet runner's shadow across the water, they arrive at the prismatic sea. Sailors whisper of an otherworldly view visible in these parts. If you survive the terrors of the deep, yet somehow the sailors have never found an unimpeachable source, and the party was about to understand why.
So pretty.
I've never seen so much red in the sky. It's like it's on fire. The setting sun is akin to a streak of crimson ink, bleeding its color into the sky and sea alike. Well, I'll be damned, Strahl. I didn't know you were such a poet. Isn't that surprising? Not really. He is a man of the arts. Now you're just embarrassing me. Our problems feel so trivial when faced with the true sublimity of the natural world. It almost makes you want to scream, doesn't it? Huh. Now you lost me. It does make me want to scream. It does. I want to scream right now. Juna, don't you feel the urge to sing when you see something such as this? Well, I suppose. There are moments when I feel like I just want to express my feelings with a song. Wait, was this your way of requesting a performance? Well, then I must oblige. But this sea air isn't great on my vocal cords, so I'll keep it short. I feel a newfound wisdom as I enjoy Juna's singing amidst the gorgeous view. Good.
Hello.
Here, I've captured the moment to paper. Quite the evocative piece, if I may say so myself. It's almost as though you can still hear the young miss singing, isn't it? I'll give this to Maria later and tell her about what we saw.
The gauntlet runner arrives at an encampment, and sensing no imminent threats, they breathe a collective sigh of relief. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
Okay.
Alright then.
Okay, so now, campfire, check. And it says spend the evening with Neuros. Whoever he may be. I can't really see because I've got a 2-minute timer in my face. I'm assuming he's down here in the engine room or something. table? Doesn't seem like it's at the table. Down, 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 down. Not the back deck, the... here. Oh, right. Go to the engine room to work on the gauntlet runner with Nearest. Right. Says so. Hello, sir. The fact that relics come out of these scattered pieces of rubbish you pick up flabbergasts me. Really does. If you find some more odds and ends like them, do pick them up for me, eh? Might well be another relic hiding amongst them. The relics will improve the runner too, so I should try looking for them. The journal in the engine room should have some hints about their whereabouts. Well now, that's a bit of free time eked out. Next on my to-do list is, you know, my boy, you've got a look on your face like you want to take care of the runner's reactor. How about it? Studying such complex machinery, why, I'm sure it will boost your observational powers by leaps and bounds. Probably. That is, indubitably. Indubitably. Yeah. Oh, glad to hear it, lad. Much obliged.
Say,
We've talked about how the runner works before, right? How about I give you a little brief on the fuel system? Remember how there was a crystal over there? That's the core that's needed to make the runner work. Might be obvious, but that crystal's chock full of magla, of course. The more you push the runner, the more magla it uses. As long as you maintain it properly, you'll never have to replace it. Though, if it's as big as the one Luis has, you may need to change it out every so often. Really, using it for flight means he's already expending its energy far beyond reasonable limits. No amount of crystals would be enough if you're irresponsible about it.
spare a moment?
With all that said, you want to be very careful not to overwork the machine. This seems like work. Seems like it takes a lot of work. That it does take work makes me all the more fond of it. Our relationship's not so similar. But you're young yet. Personally, I'd rather not waste power too frivolously. Studies have shown that overusing these crystals can be awful for the environment. If you treat these like Luis does, just using them up and tossing them away willy-nilly, then you're bound to leave all sorts of distortions in your wake. That's why I'd prefer not to rely solely on crystals. I want to develop a way for gauntlet runners to fly on their own power, and then take that technology even further.
You know,
Sustainable magla. Technology isn't something to be hoarded and monopolized. It's always been meant as a tool for the public good. That's a great sentiment.
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course it's great. I wouldn't settle for less. No fun in keeping these marvels to ourselves anyway, what? Gauntlet runners soaring through the skies, teleportation magic. I want nothing more than to see technology spread like wildfire and make everyone's lives a little easier. Though I haven't a clue how to achieve flight yet, much less teleportation. Boggles the mind why the blasted thing sees you as some sort of key. All the more reason why the direction we go is all up to you now, chap. We're lucky to have a captain capable of such magical flibbery-floppery. Would you rather it was you? Would you rather it was you who could do it? Good question. I'd certainly prefer that anyone could use it, but if I were the only one who could, well, if it were me, I'd teleport and not a one would follow. That you seem to have a monopoly on this power, and no one's raised even a pip of complaint speaks to your virtue. Standing tall, guiding this merry band, you feel like a natural-born leader, and I'm sure the others would agree with the sentiment. Got rather chatty there, didn't we? But the hour is still young, so while we're here, why not inspect a few more spots? Yeah.
All right.
I spent some time with Neros in the engine room, inspecting every nook and cranny. Okay, good enough. Berk. Oh yeah, incoming. We've got an enemy raid inbound. Yeah. Our barrelman. Barrelman? Our barrelman Heismay spotted them. They're already on board. Get yourselves topside, post haste. Better hurry out to the deck.
Hitting us while we're asleep is dirty fighting.
Uh-huh.
On me, we go together.
Can't remember what it's weak to.
I must stay calm.
Looks like they're weak to light.
Right, it's light, of course. But we do megido. Megdo.
This I'll show you.
Megdo.
Secret art.
Come on. Poof. Next thing, we do wind.
Clear. You hit their weakness. Nice. I call upon a royal soul.
Megido.
Stubborn, hey?
I won't hold back.
Void. There we go. Perfect.
That was surprisingly quick.
Good. Thank you. Nice work out there. That should keep the baddies at bay for now. And you kept the craft safe and sound too. Now then, have a good night and sleep tight.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Your voice, right? Yaw. But in a minute, okay? Pantry.
What's this?
Washroom. Cook. We want holistic whitefish platter. Yeah. Okay. Straw.
Hey.
Tell me, do you like fish dishes? Hell yeah. Some people are repulsed by the smell of fish, but I say if you cook it well, that shouldn't be an issue. Then again, you seem like the type who enjoys just about anything. Yeah. I began preparing the food.
Is this right?
You have to ensure the heat is distributed evenly to its center. But if you take too much time with one side will be burnt to a crisp. Nicely done. It's almost there. Just look at that sear. Really adds to the appeal.
Speaking of,
I picked up some herbs from the market the other day. We used to harvest them a lot back in my hometown because they smell great. Don't worry, I guarantee you'll like the taste. Amazing. You made a refreshing, mouth-watering dish. It's a holistic whitefish platter. Look how it glistens. Not half bad, I'd say. Thanks for doing the cooking. Alright, so Heisme. We want to go to Heisme. Yeah. Hi. Now it remains to carry out our plan in Altabury. What are you doing up there, fucker? The question is, where does the spear fit into our schemes? If you've the time, would you like to take a break with me? My hideout is a bit cramped, perhaps, but yes, it is my castle. Let's do.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure my son would be happy too. I don't see Heisme's urn.
If you'd notice.
Where is it?
Wait a minute. Where's the urn?
I'd not say my last goodbyes without telling you. No, he's still with me. But the urn itself I disposed of. It's Ujif tradition, you see. Keeping the remains of the fallen in fine wrought urns. But my boy, I had not much left of him. Only the smallest of bones. Now, however, those bones rest at my very heart. I asked the young Lady Yufa to craft for me a necklace, that I might keep them ever close and safe.
Good.
Wherever I go, and whatever I do, I shall wear this always. He will never leave my side again.
Good.
I mustn't turn my eyes from my son's passing. Nor will I surrender his memory to Earth, left to rest in some place far beyond my heart's reach. No. I have but one course. I will carry my son with me, and we will change this burden of oppression against our people. Until that day comes, when we change this world for the better, I will fight with my son at my side and in my heart.
I'm sure he'd want that.
I'm sure that's what your son would want.
Yes, I think so too. It will be no easy path. But I have made my decision. Thanks to you. We two have spoken of much, eh? Sometimes it's felt as though my son himself has been advising me. And well, I've been through no small pains on this endeavor. But it was that experience that brought me to my decision.
I'm honored.
It's because of the perspective we share. That's how I found a way forward. One I'll not regret. You are the only one who can create a world fit for my son to rest. Lad, my hopes rest with you. And I will see them protected, even should it cost me my life.
I'll be counting on you.
Of course, you may leave it in my hands. After all this, you are like a son to me yourself, you know. Your life, your ideals, I will protect them as my own. Another toast then. To us, to my son, and to the children, and their future.
Unwavering trust as a friend and ally.
The aloof hermit Heisme, keeper and heritor of the thief's virtues, by the grace of his newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
I will never forget how this drink tasted tonight.
Inheritance. Greatly increases Heisme's ambush damage against stunned enemies. That's cool. Grand Fantasy is ready for a new heroic embodiment. Okay, sure.
You should let me hear some of your stories too, eh? Just every now and then. They need not be grand tales. Even passing thoughts are fine. These moments we have, however we spend them, to me, they are precious indeed. I can't remember the last time I felt this way. To think of my future and look forward to what awaits.
Alright. And so we rambled on, whiling away gentle hours, talking of many things. Thanks to the strong trust between Heisme and me, the people of the Ujiv tribe now support me. And I can't move any further on that. Okay.
The land of ceremony rises over the water's horizon. The sun blazes down on the island year-round, giving way to scorching heat. Coming here eventually came to have ceremonial significance, as monsters who could survive these conditions boast extraordinary strength. Not even thieves dare come near this mausoleum. The party rouses their spirits and steps inside.
Okay. Oops. Behold, the land of ceremony. This is my first time stepping within it. We should make our way towards the inner area, correct? Adeni said we should be prepared for a fight. He also said we could have what treasure we find. We probably won't be back, so we should take him up on it. Yeah, this is more than a fair trade, so don't give me that, "Oh, I must apologize for being such a great burden" line, Yufa. Huh? How did you read my very thoughts? You wear them on your face, love. Bit of an open book. I can see why your brother worries. Not to dampen this spirited chat, but we have no idea what lies ahead. Best to stay sharp from here on. Leonad, lead the way. Understood. Is there something there? It was only for a moment, but I thought I sensed one of the relics Neuros is looking for. Make sure you don't miss any treasure chests, okay? I won't. I never do. At any rate, yeah. So he has another slot. That's fine. Void Wave is cool. I don't really know where to go with this. Maybe gold attack. Gold attack would be nice. Megido would also be nice. Should probably get gold attack for this because it's a dungeon. Raging Edge. I don't think that's too useful for this endeavor. Gold. Yufa is fine. In theory. Okay. So we unlocked the first three. Full social links. Okay, so now I want to take a break. Probably stop this VOD and start on another part, and yeah. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I'm going to continue playing this game all frickin' day, because it's a Saturday and I do whatever the hell I want on Saturdays, and I want to do this. Lifeseeker128. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. And check me out live if you can. Please. Really helps out. And with that, there will be more to come after this break. And bye-bye for this part.